Hi everyone, let's talk about Autobahn, which I just did a full two-player playthrough for, which you can see it's linked in the description and everything. That's going to give you the best idea of what the game's about. This is just what I think of it. If you're interested in that, it's on Kickstarter right now. This is all prototype stuff, if this is the first you're seeing of it, but it should give you a good idea of what it's like. Kickstarter page will have all the final information. So yeah, really excited based on the designer of Merv and the co-designer of Newton coming together to make a game. And they've made something that's not quite like anything else that I've played. In a really good way, by the way. I realised that that sentence could have led up to like something really bad. The kind of web that is the Autobahn network, how everything that we are doing pretty much is contributing to the kind of advancement of the cities, of the roads themselves, how everything that you're doing can affect every other player. I imagine that's going to be different based on the player counts, because obviously there's a similar amount of road building work anyway, split amongst the players. So for two players, you're still creating opportunities for each other. As you build a road, suddenly you make an opportunity for me to be able to put a service station down. Or as you upgrade this, oh, maybe I'll use that as the route to now do my my delivery, because I'll get an extra step from putting it on that space. That's still going to be present in a 4-player game, but obviously with 4 people contributing to all of this, the eras will end quicker, and you will have potentially a much different state to deal with by the time your turn comes around. And yeah, it's just going to be a different thought process of how best to take advantage of all of that stuff, because you are improving all of this stuff and getting a seat at the table when you build a new road. I'm going to contribute to red, I'm going to up the value of this red city, but it's not as simple as that, because that red city also connects to orange. So the person that is most invested in orange is suddenly going to get a boost to their income now, and you now get a employee at the red table, but it's not necessarily going to be there by the time that the end of the era comes around. So do you rush to the end of the era? There's this kind of pace that is set by the players. There is a finite amount of roads, but the eras will change based on when those are built. But it depends. Is everyone pushing towards building those roads? Are other people just meandering and doing loads of deliveries and little and doing their petrol stations and stuff, spending their turn to do that, taking their cards back all the time? If everyone's doing that, then it can be a bit more of a leisurely pace. But if someone wants to try and rush things along and is making the most out of their actions, then they're going to be promoting people, getting the bonus actions and potentially later promotions from delivering to the various places faster. It's got a really nice system that's very thematic as well, of East Germany being locked off, and so there is a much tighter area, particularly getting on towards the end of the second era. You need to build that many roads, and space gets tighter and tighter, and you need to maximize the use of your route and maybe not helping out someone else's. Make it so that your next delivery is going to be a bit swifter. But then when that opens up towards the third era, sure, there are more roads available, but suddenly we want to get to these places that have still got all of their bonuses, that still want these pharmaceuticals delivered. Pharmaceuticals are suddenly available. There's a great big 10 city to connect to that's going to be a massive boost to, if you're suddenly getting into yellow, or even if you were previously invested in green that was really small and really small income, suddenly it can be the most profitable one in the game. Yeah, it's got a lovely kind of arc throughout the game, if you'll let me put it like that. And if you won't, tough luck, I've done it now. I really enjoyed it, just based on its prototype form and just based on 2 players, really. It goes up to 4 players. There is a solo mode that's included as well that I hope to dig into at some point, but just based on its 2-player mode, yeah, absolutely loved it. You are kind of, you've got a lot of control over how badly you mess yourself up. It's going to be different based on the bonuses you're getting from the various countries, which upgrade paths you went to, which upgrade cards come out, and what you decide to go for. You might try and really focus in on a color, but that might mess you up when you really need to do something in a particular color and you've thrown your cards away from it. Yeah, it's just there's a lot going on, and it's kind of the pace, the decisions, the opportunities are decided by the players, and it works really well. But the playthrough is there for you to get the best idea of what the game is like and what you might think of the game. So if you haven't seen that yet, It's linked in the description, and I hope you enjoy it, as well as, like, if you want to see more from me, I've done hundreds of playthroughs on this channel. Subscribe and find out when they're coming about, or go and watch some now. Watch all 600 right now. That's your task. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye.